Commission.
Thank you very much. Thank you, dear Kaya. First of all, thank you for excellent cooperation on the Pact. And as you rightly said, we know that the political landscape has changed since the start of this mandate, and it is changing as we speak. So we have been working on this Pact from the day one of this mandate. But of course, we haven't started from scratch, because all of you know that we adopted new agenda for the Mediterranean in 2021. So we are not redefining our agenda, but we changed our methodology. This time we used bottom-up approach. It was not created within only DGs and so-called bubble, but it reflects the situation on the ground. We are creating a partnership of equals, and the difference is that this time we are going much more granular by trying to identify the full potential of the region. We are supporting investments of mutual interest to our countries by working together in order to change societies by working together. The focus this time is on 10 southern countries, partners, but the Pact will also deepen our cooperation with the neighbors of our neighbors, such as the Gulf partners, but it goes beyond the region, thinking about Mauritania, Turkey, but also having in mind IMEC, knowing that it starts in India and ending in the Mediterranean. So it is crucial to underline today that this Pact is the outcome of the intense consultations with the member states, our member states, with southern partners and stakeholders such as civil society, youth and academia. So today we have a right to say that we mark a new chapter. Of course, the recent events in the Middle East and long-awaited peace deal give us hope for a better future. What we are doing, we are creating a common Mediterranean space. And this Pact is not just a political declaration. Our deeper cooperation is a strategic choice. And it is reflected in the creation of new portfolio, creation of new DG, MENA, and also in the proposal, our proposal, Commission's proposal, to double the budget for this region to 42 billion euro in the next programming period. Of course, now it is in co-legislators' hands. The Pact has already demonstrated the connecting power. The Pact is, as High Representative already said, the Pact is backed by more than 100 concrete initiatives and actions. And just to say a few words about the structure of the Pact, it is constructed around 3 pillars with a strong governance structure. The first pillar focuses on people at the center, driving force of the change. We want to empower people by creating a common space for learning, culture, sports and mobility. And one of the flagship projects is creating of a Mediterranean university to connect young people and broaden Erasmus Plus and Horizon Europe. And also to ensure that young people's voices are heard, we will establish a youth parliamentary assembly for the Mediterranean. These are only a few examples of how we invest in people. There is much more on culture, on diplomacy, on mentoring programs, on Mediterranean games which are coming. So we are bridging the skills and qualification gap in labour markets and strengthening civil society in local communities. The second pillar is also on people, but it is about sustainable and integrated economies. So we are investing there in that part of the world. The European Union is already the region's largest trading partner, and the potential ahead is enormous. So the Pact will modernise trade and investment relations. We will support startups and SMEs, knowing that out of 10 companies in that part of the world, 9 of them are SMEs. We will expand our cooperation in renewable energy, clean technologies and, of course, blue economy. We will also offer EU roaming as a model to our Mediterranean partners in order to improve connectivity. And whatever we are doing here, we will do it in order to deliver growth and jobs. Another example on energy is Trans-Mediterranean Renewable Energy and Clean Tech Initiative, so-called Team MED. It's about energy transition. knowing that there is a plenitude of sun, wind, and of course there is potential for green hydrogen energy. So we will also set up a regional startup support mechanism to improve access to finance and mobilize investments. When I say this, we need international financial institutions there, European Investment Bank, EBRD, World Bank, and others, and they will support, of course, all this. The third pillar is about cooperation on security, justice, and law enforcement, as well as on migration management. So we will put in place a regional dialogue on internal security in order to strongly combat organized crime and terrorism. We will also enhance the EU knowledge hub on prevention of radicalization. This is also important. The pact in this third pillar also includes establishment of European firefighting hub in Cyprus, as it was announced by President von der Leyen and the HR High Representative. So in order to support the development of all hazard early warning system. You know that migration remains our greatest shared challenge, but at the same time it is our shared opportunity. Our goal is to ensure better conditions so that people are not forced to leave their homes and in search for better life. So the Pact will support efforts to prevent illegal departures, of course, fight smugglers, while creating legal pathways to address Europe's labour needs. We will also scale up talent partnerships with Morocco, with Tunisia and with Egypt, and facilitate issuance of visas, in particular for students. As I already said, the Pact goes also beyond the Mediterranean. Gulf countries are already mentioned. So to conclude, building on the successful Southern Neighbourhood Ministerial in July, we will launch and welcome the Pact together with partners, as High Representative already said, on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the Barcelona Declaration, Barcelona process in November. So we hope that this will show our powerful, not only symbol, but our real devotion, and this will be renewal, unity, and shared future for all Mediterranean partner countries. So what we offer today to our partners is a joint vision for stability and prosperity. So the Pact was done once again in consultancy with all the countries, with all stakeholders. Their contributions were taken into account, and to finish, I will say, when Mediterranean prospers, Europe prospers too.